Hi, my name is Shanti Rajoo. This is my matrix number 250334099.
Max Fashion is a fashion brand under the Landmark Group founded in Dubai in 2004 and operating in more than 20 countries, including Malaysia. This study focuses on the Max Fashion outlet in Kuching and Viva City Mega Mall, based on the interview with the store manager, Muhammad Naim bin Zuhaili.
Hi, my name is Nurul Hazimah Yusman, and my metric number is MC250936725. I would like to start with talking about Max Fashion in Kuching. It's the first franchise the company opens in East Malaysia back in 2023, making the brand is so new and still quite unknown to the local market. Because of how new the branding is in the Kuching market, it leads to this challenge of unrealistic goal setting and ineffective selling strategies. Logically, any company at all sets high monthly sales target. However, Max Fashion in general has quite a unique way in their selling strategies. This company does not offer any promotional products such as buy one free one or discounted items, and everything is sold at their normal prices, even during festivities or holiday periods. Although they produce seasonal products, they are still sold at normal prices too. This selling strategy is quite absurd, especially for a profit-based company, because festivities and holidays are usually the peak purchasing periods. As proven by a study done by Steady Pace Consultancy, about 69% of consumers develop increased purchasing behavior, and about 34% of the factors driving them to buy more is coming from offers and discounts provided. Although Max Fashion in general has successfully survived for over 20 years with their unique selling strategies, however, this strategy has been proven ineffective in the Kuching market considering how new the branding is in that region. Therefore, the high monthly sales targets become unrealistic to be achieved. Moreover, their competitors in Kuching are also strongly branded companies like H&M and Uniqlo, both of which are known to offer promotional products even outside festivities and also holiday periods. In other words, locals would rather visit these shops than Max Fashion. As a result of this, Max Fashion Kuching faced serious loss by the end of 2023 and was close to dissolution in January 2024. In the interview, Mr. Naim shared the measures that he took to help the company maintain its operation in Kuching through the strategies as follows. He leveraged his marketing background and took advantage of the modern lifestyle that relies on technology for daily functioning as a way to market Max Fashion brand through popular social media platforms such as TikTok and Instagram. Then, he made it compulsory for all team members, including himself, to keep on posting on their own social media accounts about the highlighted products of Max Fashion. He also took opportunities to appeal for his company to provide sponsorship for the show Bintang Kecil, hosted by a well-known broadcasting company called Radio Television Malaysia. This happened during the time when RTM was looking for an apparel company to collaborate with them. Then, by July 16, 2024, Max Fashion was broadcasted widely to the local market. Because of the collaboration with RTM's Bintang Kecil and with continuous online branding, Max Fashion Kuching outlet has seen an immense growth in their customers' traffic and also in their profit that increased about 120% at the end of 2024. This contributes for the company to continue operating in Kuching and generate more profit as time passes by. This situation that happened to Max Fashion Kuching highlighted the idea how important it is for managers to have the skills to be versatile in adapting to crises. This is because, as supported by a study, adaptability enables managers to efficiently handle any unforeseen crisis without deviating the company from positive progression while sustaining competitive advantage. The study statement can be clearly seen in how Mr. Naim helped Max Fashion Kuching to remain its standing in this market, all through his ability to be robust in adapting to crisis.
At Max Fashion in Kuching, deliveries are delayed to transit via Dubai and West Malaysia, causing some seasonal items to arrive late. The outlet uses air freight, set daily sales targets, and provides staff mentoring to maintain sales and customer satisfaction.
Hi, my name is Geetha Murali, and my metric number is MC250735898. For Challenge 3, I will explain the issues of overcomplicated reporting and micromanagement at Max Fashion Kuching through the Barometer of Operational Excellence, or it's called BOA. BOE is a company system used to monitor outlet performance. However, the company requires more than 26 daily reports, even though the Kuching outlet only has 8 staff members. At the same time, employees are responsible for sales, customer service, documentation, and social media promotion. This creates a high workload and pressure. As shown under the impact section, employees have less time to focus on customer and may experience role confusion. Although BOE improved control, it resulted in low operational efficiency. To manage this challenge, Mr. Naim prioritized important report first, postponed minor documents, and allowed staff to focus more on sales activities. Based on our key insights and takeaway, excessive reporting increases workload, while too much documentation reduces employees' focus on sales. Centralized control also ignores local staff capacity. Therefore, prioritization and flexible management help improve efficiency, performance, and profitability. Balanced control is important to support sustainable business growth.
Good day to you. I'm Kunasiakar, and now let's look into the positive management, which is reward. The effectiveness of reward system is strongly supported by motivational theories. According to Herzberg, recognition in an achievement increases job satisfaction and act as a motivation. In Vroom's expectation theory, it explains that employees are motivated when they believe that their effort leads to performance and performance leads to rewards. And followed by the Skinner's reinforcement theory, it states that behavior followed by positive consequences is likely to be repeated. At Max Fashion Kuching branch, this is clearly applied. Whenever the team exceeds the monthly sales target, Mr. Naim requests incentive or celebratory rewards from the upper management. This reinforces high performance and builds a cultural achievement. What makes his leadership unique is when he has this plan B strategy. Since the top management only rewards extraordinary and collective achievements, he created his own reward fund by selling the unused shipping boxes and to the recycle centers. That money then is used to reward the team in their individual achievements. More importantly, rewards are more personalized based on the employee's preference, whether let it be money, food, or small gifts. This shows fairness and attention to details and genuine appreciation. Looking into the organizational impact, quarterly happiness day celebrations strengthens bonding and improve transparency. As managers shares their business goals and their progress. In this, the employees they feel included, valued, and connected to the organizational direction, and also resulting in a very low staff turnover, where you can see there's only two resignation over the past 3 years. Looking into the critical insight, however, this is important to note that reward systems are only effective when they are consistent, fair, and transparent. If the employees are biased or inconsistency, motivational can be declined. In conclusion to all this case document demonstrates that personalized, fair, and consistent reward system does not just only improve performance, whereas it builds trust, loyalty, long-term commitment, positive reinforcement. When combined with proactive leadership, it becomes a sustainable strategy for the organizational success. Thank you.
Hi, I'm binti Mannan, student ID MC250636726. Today I will be presenting on the concept of scaffolding. In employee management strategies, scaffolding is an approach where a manager provides structured support to employee in the early stage and gradually reduce their support as employee become more capable and confident in performing their tasks independently. The first stage is micromanaging, which represent high support. At this stage, manager provide clear instruction, clause, supervision, and guidance. This ensure employee fully understand their roles, responsibility, and expectation. This stage is especially important for new employee or when introducing new tasks. The second stage is training through guided practice. Here, employee begin performing tasks with managerial assistance and feedback. This hand-on learning help employee build their competence, confidence, and understanding while still having support available when needed. Next is the leading stage, where support is reduced. Employees start carrying out tasks more independently, and managers step in only when necessary. This stage encourages employees to apply what they have learned and develop their decision-making skill. Finally, we reach the mentoring stage, where support is mostly withdrawn. Employees are now capable of performing their responsibility independently and take ownership of their own performance. Managers shift their role from directing to mentoring, focusing on growth and development rather than supervision. Overall, scaffolding is an effective management strategy because it gradually develops employee independence, competence, and confidence. It ensures employees are not overwhelmed at the beginning, while preparing them to become self-reliant and responsible in the long term.
And now moving on to its lead, which is one of the strategies of the management. Lead stands for L, Listen, which is understand customers' needs, trends, and competitors' offering. E. Empower, which is provide desired products and responsive services. A. We adapt, which is modify offerings based on feedbacks and market demands. D. Deliver. We promote clearly through social medias and marketing channels in order to reach the customers very clearly. Lead really works because it improves customer satisfaction, it builds emotion and connection between the dealer and the supplier, strengthens customers' loyalty, and not the least, encourage repeated purchase and word of mouth.
Now, I'll discuss the lead strategies and their importance in organizational management. According to Yusman, lead strategies enable management to translate everyday service practices into improved customer satisfaction. When employees are properly guided and supported, they perform their roles more effectively. These lead to better service quality, which increase customer loyalty and strengthen the organization's competitive advantage. In addition, Petra's Galanis highlight the importance of perceived organizational support. When employees feel supported and valued by their organization, they are more likely to stay longer and remain committed. This reduces employee turnover and minimizes frequent resignation, which help maintain workforce stability. Therefore, lead strategies not only improve employee performance, but also contribute to organizational success by enhancing customer satisfaction, employee retention, and overall stability.
One suggestion that our group will recommend to Max Fashion Kuching to improve their management's effectiveness and efficiency is by providing formal and professional training for their employees. Currently, the size of manpower at these outlets is only consisting of 8 people, and all of these employees do not have a retail background, and some of them are high school leavers. Since the company first launched in Kuching back in 2023, to date, there has not been any news or updates from the company of providing the team with any on-the-job or off-the-job professional training. With the employees not having the knowledge how to operate retail business, Mr. Naim had to personally provide his team members with informal training, which he had to specifically design and plan by himself alone. Not only that, he must train the team almost every day and extensively, which is very time consuming. As a result, it divides his effort into overseeing the outlet sales performance, carrying his own personal tasks, while also constantly teaching and guiding his employees. From the information provided, it is understandable why the management of Max Fashion Kuching are yet to be efficient because of situation as such, which hinders the company from successfully reach profitability that is beyond what they targeted. As supported by a study, an organization that provides their employees with consistent professional training is proven to contribute to the increase of consumer traffic, growth of profitability, and retention of competitive standing. Now, if Max Fashion Kuching outlet provides these, it is certain for the team to be able to operate without needing constant controlling from Mr. Naim. And they are also able to solicit more sales from customers by applying professional skill set that they earn from the training. To put it simply, professionally trained workers alongside competent managers like Mr. Naim himself would definitely drive the management to be both effective and also efficient.
Hi, I'm again Jayasree and I'm representing the whole group on our reflection. In this case study, we learned that the management challenges are unavoidable, especially when entering into a new market. Unrealistic goal settings in supply chains, delays and can create serious pressure on operations. However, in this case study, it shows that the middle level managers play a very important bridging role between the top management and the employees. Mr. Naim, proactive leadership, reward system, and scaffolding approach demonstrated how initiative and people-oriented strategies can overcome organizational limits. We also learned that customer-focused strategies like lead are essential to maintain loyalty and long-term sustainability. Overall, effective management is not just about control, but it's about balancing motivational adaptivity and strategy thinking. I hope you also have learned a lot from this. Thank you so much.
Alright, let's see to the conclusion this assignment examined the management practice and challenges faced by Max Fashion Kuching. We found that centralized management helps maintain consistency, but it also creates challenges at the outlet level, such as unrealistic targets, supply chain issues, and complicated reporting systems. These challenges affected employees' motivation, work efficiency, and customer service quality. However, through the flexibility and leadership of the store manager, Mr. Naim, several strategies were implemented to reduce these negative effects. In addition, positive practices such as rewards, scaffolding, and strong customer service leadership help improve employee performance and customer satisfaction. This suggested team training program is also expected to further strengthen employee skill and confidence. Overall, this assignment shows that successful management requires a balance between company rules and employees' needs with flexible and supportive leadership. Max Fashion Kuching can continue to grow sustainably in the future. Thank you for listening.